Tomorrow is International Day of People with Disabilities. It's all about shining the spotlight on the rights of people with disabilities and getting support for projects to make sure that people with such disabilities can take part in all aspects of everyday life. Well, one such project is run by Light for the World, and it's called End Exclusion. Let's enable the MDGs. And the MDGs are the Millennium Development Goals to end poverty. Spokesperson Jess Blijkers told FM4's Jenny Johnson about the link between poverty and disability.
There's a very strong link between poverty and disability. If you're poor, you have much higher chances of becoming disabled because of poor sanitation or other things. If you're disabled, you have more chances of being much poorer than other members in the community who are non-disabled. You have less access to job opportunities, less access to education, unadapted healthcare services. So there is a very, very strong link between the two.
And the reduction of poverty is one of the Millennium Development Goals.
The word disability wasn't mentioned once in these goals, which has had the effect that again, persons with disabilities have just been left out. We're talking about 1 billion people worldwide, 18% of the population in developing countries that have some form of disability, and 1/3 of children who are not in school is disabled. And if 1/3 of the children who are not going to school have a disability, then it's not only wrong from a human rights point of view, it's completely counterproductive.
To what extent is this also about attitudes and changing them?
The way I see it, attitude is the biggest barrier faced by people with disability, whether it's in Europe or in developing countries. We have to see the potential of people with disabilities. We have to stop seeing people with disabilities as only having limitations. It is society's responsibility to provide what we call an enabling environment that allows persons with disability to fulfill their potential.
What are you hoping to achieve with this project?
We're hoping to get people to think a little bit about their own attitude towards disability, to think, what does disability mean to me? What does inclusion mean to me? We're inviting people to learn more about the topic and to share it, to talk about it, to pass the message on. And we're inviting people to come to fun, inclusive events.
There's one this weekend.
There's one this weekend, exactly. So there's one on Saturday, 3rd of December, which is World Disability Day. And here in Austria, we'll be dancing for 3 minutes on Westbahnhof. People with disabilities, people without disabilities, just free dancing for 3 minutes at 12.
So if you're in and around Vienna tomorrow, 12 is the place and the time as well. End Exclusion and dancing there for disability. That's a spokesperson for Licht for the World End Exclusion. Let's enable the MDGs. That's Jess Blijkers speaking with FM4's Jenny Johnson.
FM4
Reality Check.